guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, April, the street-smart best friend of the Turtles. Brand new representation of this character, and here she is in action figure form. As you can see, she comes on that standard Rise of the TMNT blister card packaging, complete with an image of the four turtles in the upper right-hand corner. And in the box here, you can see we've got our new April, and she also comes packaged with her little mutant pet known as Mayhem, who we met in the first episode of the series, as well as her cool little green bat and a variation of it in there. When we rotate this around to the backside, we've got an image of April from the animated series with a bio that reads, April is a true New Yorker and a real firecracker, upbeat, wisecracking, and confident. As the Turtles' only ally, she loves them like brothers and, along with her pet Mayhem, joins them on their epic adventures. Pretty cool stuff. Let's get her pulled out of the packaging and get a closer look at her. Alright, let's get a closer look at April. So, bringing in the tape measure to start things off, you can see that the figure stands right at the 4-inch mark. So she is a bit shorter than all of the turtles. She's about the same height as Mikey, but she's definitely shorter than the others, so she's in scale really well with the rest of the turtles. Of course, it's a brand new look for April in this series. Of course, we've changed her ethnicity a little bit, but it's a really great look for the character. I actually really like it quite a bit, but how does it translate into action figure form? Well, I will say the sculpt is really nice here. Let's start with the head, because I do think it's a beautiful face sculpt, and you can see it's painted pretty well as far as the head sculpt goes, but one of the things I want to note is you'll notice her signature little cat frame glasses are up on top of her head. So those aren't like sunglasses, those are her actual glasses. And I kind of wish that the figure was sculpted with her wearing her actual glasses, of course, with little clear lenses, or maybe no lenses at all so we could see her eyes underneath, because I feel like it's not quite capturing her look with her glasses up on top of her head. I don't know, maybe that's just a personal preference, maybe you're okay with that. They're also a bit more of a brown color instead of red. They should be like a bright red frame there for her glasses. So, I don't know, that's a bit of a nitpick on my part. I don't really like that the glasses are up on top of her head. I kind of wish they were actually on her face. She's wearing her kind of puffy green jacket with the yellow underneath. Nice signature yellow for April O'Neil. I will say that the paint's not super great on mine, and I don't know if it's coming across on camera really well, but I've got all these weird little like specks that are basically like paint scratches all over the top, and I've got this one yellow smudge on the back of her jacket. So it's just a little sloppy, and maybe this is just with mine, but I do always hate seeing that when it's like paint stuff happens sometimes, but when it's really noticeable, like all these nicks all over the yellow parts of her, that's definitely a little bit of an issue worth bringing up. But otherwise, the overall sculpt of the figure is really nice. Let's go ahead and talk about the articulation, because the overall build of this figure feels very similar to the April figure that we got in the 2012 series for TMNT, because she's a lot thinner. She's, of course, younger, just like with that version. She's aged down. She's kind of a high school kid, or, you know, she attends school, unlike the April of the original series and a few of the other series where she was an adult. So she's got that smaller frame. It's very skinny. So the articulation is as such. She's got that ball joint there at the neck, so the head can actually look left and right, roll all the way around. Works really nice there. You can see she's got the ball joints at the shoulder, so the arms can go upwards, forwards, backwards, swivels at the elbow, bend at the elbow. That's all we get there. There's no articulation at the waist or anything there in the torso, so otherwise we get those ball-like hinge joints at the thighs, which are a bit weird and bulky looking there. They definitely look strange, but you can see the legs can move forwards and backwards as well as swivel as a result. Then we just got standard knee joints there, as well as swivels at the knees. They did bring the sculpt down to cover that joint, so that's kind of cool, but no other articulation in the boots or anything like that. So her articulation, because of her build, isn't really going to allow you to get any really crazy dynamic poses. And one of the things I definitely want to point out here, as far as that's concerned, is her lower forearms here and her hands are made of a very soft, very, very gummy plastic. Now, this poses a bit of a problem when we bring her to her accessories. Of course, she's got this green baseball bat. So she's got one version that's just like solid green. It's a very thick baseball bat too. You can see it's pretty sturdy there. It's nice solid plastic, but because she's got those very, very gummy hands, it does sometimes cause a problem with her holding onto it. Now, it's not so bad with the standard baseball bat. Of course, you really can't do like double-handed poses. It doesn't really work there. You can see I can't really get her to stretch and hold with two hands, which is a bit of a shame, but she can get a pretty solid grip on the bat nonetheless. Now, she's got this other bat, which is like this powered up one. So it's made of a harder green plastic because it's got like a translucent look to it to make it look like it's flaming green, all powered up. This is the one that her gummy soft hands really just does not hold on to well. You see that? It just doesn't get a good grip on there. It's really heavy for those soft hands, and it's, you know, you can kind of get it balanced in there, but it's gonna fall right out of the hands. So unfortunately, she just doesn't hold on to that flaming weapon very good, and it's definitely because the hands are made of this very soft plastic. I definitely wish that was a much harder plastic that was used there. So in addition to the bats, she also comes packaged with the little mutant cat known as Mayhem. And this is an awesome little included minifigure. I kind of love that she comes with this because this really brings back memories of the original line Ninja Turtles figures coming with little sidekick characters. And what's so great about this is how colorful it is. I mean, it's fully painted with blues, reds, got some kind of darker red there for the eyes, some whites. Of course, it's molded in yellow plastic. So it's a solid piece of plastic with no articulation, but it's not gummy. It's a nice solid piece of plastic there for this figure, and it's fully painted, which is really nice because notoriously the sidekick minifigures have always been unpainted dating back to the original line. So this is a really nice pack-in bonus. Of course, with Mayhem being a pretty important part of the new series, it's great that we get him with April here in this particular set. All right, guys. It's comparison time. Just for fun, let's go ahead and line this new version of April up alongside of the few past releases, such as the vintage April O'Neil, mine is quite dirty, I apologize for that, and the April from the 2012 line, just so you can see how the new one stands up alongside them. So there you guys go, a look at the brand new version of April from Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Honestly, this one is a bit of a mixed bag. I feel like the overall sculpt is really nice. Aside from my nitpick with the glasses and the choice of having them on top of her head, it's a really beautiful face sculpt, and it's actually painted really nicely on the face there. However, the actual build of the figure is a bit wonky, and I really don't like the soft gummy plastic that they used specifically in the hands, because it really makes it so she can't use her accessories very well. So she looks nice, she's just not quite as functional as I'd like her to be. The new Rise of the TMNT action figures are on store shelves right now, showing up at lots of different stores such as Walmart and Target. So happy hunting, my friends. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, my friends.